We're in here at the kitchen classroom. We're gonna make one of my favorite things and many people's in the South's favorite things, some pimento cheese. Now, there's probably as many versions of this recipe as you can make as there are people who make it. So this is just my version. I don't think it's authoritative, but I've made it a lot over the years and it's how I like it. So that's how I'm making it. We're gonna start out with some shredded sharp cheddar cheese going in our mixer. Make sure we get all that cheese out, not throw too much of it on the floor. Now I do prefer to do this in a mixer or with a hand mixer if you don't have a KitchenAid style mixer, but we're gonna get this on. And we're basically gonna cream this cheese. We're gonna go down until it becomes almost smooth, creamy, fully broken apart. I like to do this with the sharp cheese. Gonna get a nice even flavor from this, help with that texture. I prefer my pimento cheese to be creamy with some cheese versus just chunks of cheese with a mayonnaise dressing around it. It's gonna take a minute, maybe two. You can see it getting into small bits here. Getting creamed up, getting nice and soft. If your cheese is room temperature, it definitely helps this process. If it's cold, the mixer's strong enough, it's still gonna work. It's just gonna take a little longer. All right, now that we got pretty smooth cheese there, we're gonna go in with our mayonnaise. This is Duke's mayonnaise, definitely my personal preference, but use what you like. We have some Worcestershire sauce. They do make a vegan Worcestershire that's pretty good. There's one with a wizard on it. I forget what actually the brand is, and Annie's actually makes one as well. If you don't want to have the fish in there, somebody wants a vegetarian version, get some of that vegan Worcestershire sauce. It's gonna have a lot of the same flavor. Get that mixing around. Make this a nice, very even, creamy mixture. We're gonna stop and scrape here in a second. Spatula in there, scrape down the sides, help make sure we get a really even mix. Probably it's sticking all right, so we're gonna probably give it a mix and give it another scrape in a second. I really am focusing on getting this to be a pretty smooth mixture. I sort of consider this the dressing or the coating for the rest of our shredded cheese. So again, we got the sharp cheddar, mayonnaise, Worcestershire, salt and pepper. We're gonna add a bit of hot sauce. This is Crystal. I'm gonna get a little spicy today. That's definitely a little more than I usually use. And these are some piquillo peppers. This is a Spanish pepper. I have them on hand, so I like to use them. They're a little sweeter. They have a little more hint of a smoky flavor. But if you want to use pimentos, you can buy pimentos. You can use roasted red pepper. Some sort of pepper. If you're feeling fancy and want to get some fresh peppers and roast them yourselves, they're great. Definitely add nice flavor and texture. So we're gonna get that mixed in. Give this another scrape down. Again, we want to make sure we get a nice even mix of everything. Don't want to leave any lumpy. A little more mixing. Now for this recipe, if you like it all with mild cheddar, use all mild. If you want it sharper, use all sharp. If you want to mix in some other similarly textured cheese, like a firm Monterey Jack or a Colby or something else, it's gonna work. This is a technique I use for most of my pimento cheese and pimento cheese style. I often do this with white cheddar and green chilies and a lot of other flavor profiles. It's a good base method and recipe. That's done, so now we're gonna add in our mild cheddar. Now the mild cheddar, we want to keep most of its texture, so we're just going to mix it on low just till it's incorporated. So you're giving it a scrape down. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a taste right now, just to see if we want anything else in it. I'm feeling a little spicy today, so I'm gonna add some more hot sauce. And that's the dish. We're gonna plate this up, serve it, if you wanna go classic with some Ritz crackers. We're gonna do some Ritz, some cucumbers. Really great anyhow you do it, on a sandwich, you know. It's pimento cheese, what's not to love about it?